Today I want to share something with you that has really helped me with the vision board process and being able to map out not just my year ahead, but my week ahead. And a beautiful content creator on Instagram actually shared this with me. And what you do is essentially, this is what it'll look like. Let me see if I can show you. So, for example, this is my week, right? And you could do January to December, you could do Monday to Sunday, and pretty much what you write down is you'll write down your week and each day, and then write down key themes of things that came up. And then afterwards, you'll draw the energy of each day. And then make a vision board of how that week or how that last year was for you. The lady that actually shared the exercise shared it in relation to doing it for your last year before you vision board for the next year. It helps your nervous system first and your brain and your being to first really reflect on where you were and how things felt. And so I've done this for my last year, but also just trialing it for my last week, and it's really helped me. So yeah, you write out Monday to Friday, or Monday to Sunday. Let's say you're doing the week like I just did. Monday to Sunday, write down key themes of things that came up throughout the week, and then the energy kind of each day of the week. And then make a vision board first. Open up Pinterest, or if you want a collage, and generate some images of how your last week or your last year was first. And then look through it, and it gives your mind and your brain a moment to just go like, dang, that really resonated for me. Or wow, is that how it actually looks? And art is really powerful in that way. Like, and I did that for my year. I watched, this vision boarding thing, and I was like, yes, that's how I'm going to do it. I'll sit down, I'll do kind of like a basic reflection, and that's it. And even though my goals might be slightly similar, reflecting just helped things so much for me, because it actually showed me where I was. And that's something that I've learned, like when you're going from one place to another, you don't just put in the destination, you have to first put in your location. And sometimes people can be in denial or not really have an idea of where they actually are, so this process really helps. For either way, they might not realize how far they've come either. And so you make a vision board for how your week or your year was. Then generate a vision board for how you'd like this next week to look, how you'd like this next year to look. And then, have a look at what your goals actually look like. And it's really beautiful having that specificity, because if you're anything like me, sometimes you can set goals that are way too big, and that's what I've done in the past. And it makes it so I stopped, it kind of does something with that self-trust, because it's like I've set a goal and I'm pushing myself to achieve it, but I haven't maybe set up these little steps or, thought about other things around it. And then I don't reach the goal, and then it creates this feeling of like failure. And I think, it's not only good for your nervous system, this exercise, but it also is like being able to accomplish, if you can accomplish or experience the energy or experience the reality and the specificity of what you wanted to experience in a week, then that's going to give you so much more confidence to be able to do that in a month, and then in 3 months, and then in 6 months, and then out of nowhere, it's a year. So that is my sharing for you today. I'd love if any of this helped for you guys, you want to share things that came up for you. yeah, I've just found this really beautiful. So you have the most beautiful day. Kia pai tōra.